It's a meal prep classic and just beautiful. G'day friends, how's it going? Welcome back to Sam's Home Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. This week we're talking about one of my favorite meal prep items, Japanese curry. There's so many things I love about Japanese curry. First of all, it's easy and it's really cheap to make. Second of all, you can make it in bulk and that will last you for the upcoming week. And the third, it's super versatile. You can change it up, you can add any protein to it. Meal prepping doesn't mean that you have to eat the same thing for the entire week. And this basically ticks all the boxes. So in an Asian household, rice cooker is a no-brainer. It's really handy to have. Something that you put it on, it will just cook away. You don't have to watch the stove. If you don't have one, go find one. They are not expensive. I found this one for 20 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. So one thing I do need to address is the measurements here. One of these cup of rice in the Asian measurement are not the standard cup sizes. It's about 150 grams. Just remember, if you want to cook 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, multiply the cup by 150 grams. That should give us accurate measurement when it comes to using rice cookers. So just thought I'd share that with you. Starting off, I'm measuring out 3 cups of rice, instead of doing 2 cups, which is more than enough for a 2 people meal with leftovers. I find 3 cups perfect for 2 times 2 people meals, so that'll be 150 by 3 equals to 450 grams of rice. Next, always remember to wash our rice. The purpose of washing rice is to get rid of impurities and tiny starch particles spread throughout the rice. Doing so will give us better texture rice that is not mushed together. Rinse and repeat the process. See what I did there? Until the water runs clear. Don't just pour the water down the drain either. Keep it in a container for 3 to 4 days to ferment. It's great for plants. Once the water is no longer cloudy, measure the water up to the 3 cups line in the pot, into the rice cooker, and turn it on. While the rice is cooking, we have about 40 minutes, perfect amount of time to get onto the rest of the ingredients. Start by chopping up some onions, straight down the middle in half. Peel the outer skin. Cut off the 2 ends and cut each half into quarters. We're going to cook the veggies until they are soft, so keeping them chunky will ensure that we still have some texture left. Once the onion is done, get a pan on and we're going to start cooking the onion, get it all cooking, caramelized, and we've got heaps of time to cut up and do the rest of the ingredients. A stock pot on medium heat. Drizzle some neutral oil. Onions in. Break it up and get some color on them to bring out some aromatics. While onions are cooking away, chop up our carrots. Get rid of the carrot heads and cut the carrots into big chunks. I like to do quarter turns each cut to get a little bit of irregular shapes in the carrot pieces. Bring our cut up carrots over and into the pot with the onions. Give it a stir. I can see our onions have started to brown and I'm smelling some really good caramelization. Optionally, if you have some curry powder handy, throw in a couple of spoons at this stage. The oil and heat in the pot will bring forward the fragrant notes in curry powder and make our curry just a touch more complex in flavor. Last but not least, our potatoes. Cut them into pieces that's slightly larger than ice cubes so they don't just disintegrate in the curry once cooked. Get them into the pots with the carrots and onions. So one thing that I always keep in my mind is that I got solar on top of my roof. So electricity, when it's sunny day like this, it's basically free. So rather than adding cold water onto the stove, I often opt for the electric kettle, load it up with water, heat it up using electricity, which is free. So with that, the small differences, the few cents that we can save every time we do this, they all add up and it's way better for my pocket. Hot water in the pot. We want just enough to cover all of the ingredients. Next step, some curry blocks. These flavor bombs are massive time savers if you don't have a pantry full of spices to use. They are easily accessible at most supermarkets. Stir the curry until curry blocks are fully dissolved. Lid on and let it just cook away. The rice cooker has just beeped at me, meaning it's done cooking. A good practice is to give our rice a good fluffing when it's first cooked. Lid back on and let the residual heat to work all the way through each grain of rice. Check in on the curry. Curry blocks all dissolved. Add some salt and season to taste. A touch of soy sauce for depth of color and flavor. Have a taste and adjust accordingly. The curry is slightly on the watery side for my liking, so I took the lid off and let it reduce. While our curry is harmonizing the flavor, I come back to the bench to work on the protein. I got a huge chicken leg here. Doing a chicken katsu is the obvious choice, but I just couldn't be bothered to clean up after deep frying. Still, I deboned the chicken leg to turn it into a flat piece of meat for a more even cook. Flat base pan on medium heat. The stainless steel is up to temperature when water droplets dances around on the surface like this. Drizzle of neutral oil. Chicken in, skin side down. Flip the chicken over once the cooked side is golden brown. Continue to cook the other side. You can put the lid on or throw the pan in the oven until it's cooked through. Once cooked, take the chicken out. With that beautiful fond left in the pan, we absolutely cannot let it go to waste. I pour in some water to lift the flavor off the pan, and in it goes right into the curry. To thicken the curry up a bit, I also added a touch of flour water. Last step, we bring the curry up to boil to cook up the flour and thicken it up. And that is about done. To plate it up, I cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Just look at how juicy the chicken is. Into a bowl, start with some rice. Throw in some lettuce for a spark of color and freshness. Chicken in. And a generous amount of curry we just made. Quickly clean up the mess. The potato and carrot all got cooked to perfection. Very tender, but still holding up the shape while having absorbed all of the flavor. The cost breakdown is round the screen here. The entire pot of curry costed us $2.23 to make, which will go for about 10 meals. One bowl of curry with rice, lettuce and chicken will ring up 89 cents.
Alright, and there we have it. That is our Japanese curry done right here, alongside with some really crispy grilled chicken on the side. Going to dive in and let you know how it tastes like. The carrot is so sweet. A combination of carrot and onion just gives this curry a really nice and rounded sweetness, really satisfying. And the time we've given the potato to be cooking in this beautiful sauce, all of the flavors kind of gone into the middle of the potato pieces. It's really soft and really flavorful. The chicken over here, I gone off the traditional route and didn't do a chicken katsu, but instead the simplicity of the grilled chicken, the crispy skin, and kind of just give all of credit to the chicken itself, locking all the juice into the chicken thigh and only season it with salt. It's juicy, it's meaty, and just works so well with the curry over here. Not to mention, when we do chicken this way, we get to deglaze the pan and the cleanup is so minimal. I'm just remembering from the days that I used to occasionally get lunch out when I was working in an office. One of these would have cost me $10, $12. Bringing these into the office, we can save so much money, and that is the whole purpose. That's the reason I have this YouTube channel, wanting to encourage you and share this with you so we can all save money together. Alright, that is all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.